Orange is the New Black was a one-of-a-kind hit, and the hype has never stopped over its 6 seasons. With an amazingly diverse cast of characters, each with fascinating backstories and talented actors bringing them to life, it's still one of the best shows out there. But no TV show is free of some behind-the-scenes drama, and Orange is the New Black is no different. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to join our notification squad and stay up to date with the latest from ScreenRant.
And so I thought, this is the universe telling me that this is not for me, and I need to go and find something else to do.
Uzo Aduba, who plays the fan favorite Suzanne Warren, aka Crazy Eyes, almost didn't make it to the show. It's surprising to hear because of what an amazing actor she is. But Aduba was so tired of the rejection of Hollywood that she had quit acting and applied to law school, right before she got the call saying that she had been cast on the show. Piper Chapman is not a forgiving role, and was often hated by fans in the early seasons. Luckily, she's been rewritten to allow for more comedy and has worked her way back into our hearts. But Taylor Schilling was almost not the Piper we know and love, sometimes. Katie Holmes was the first choice for the role, but due to scheduling was unable to commit. People like to believe actors cause all of the drama, but in this example, the big action actually stems from the writer's room. Lauren Morelli, who writes for the series, actually discovered she was gay on the set of Orange is the New Black, and fell in love with Samira Wiley, who played the amazing Poussey. The two married in 2017 and are living happily ever after. We all know the show is based off of the autobiography of Piper Kerman, but not everyone believes it to be the truth. The real-life Alex Vause, aka Catherine Cleary Walters, wants everyone to know some big details have been changed. She and Piper weren't actually in the same prison, and she takes no credit for turning Piper or luring her into a life of crime. The show's creator, Jenji Kohan, made a name for herself with the critically acclaimed show Weeds. But that's not how she came to produce Orange is the New Black. She started out as just a huge fan of the book, and she set herself apart from other producers by asking Piper Kerman a ton of questions about every other inmate in the prison. Originally, Crazy Eyes was only supposed to appear in 2 or 3 episodes. The producers saw how amazing she was in the early footage and added her as a series regular. 2 Emmys and 2 SAG Awards later, it's clear they made the right call. Red is famous for her red hair and thick Russian accent, but one of these things was not in the original description. She was described as having just a hint of an accent, but when Kate Mulgrew read the script, she decided to go with her gut and lay it on thick. Laura Prepon is more than just the raven-haired Alex Vause. She also stepped into the director's chair for 2 episodes of the series. She directed the brutal Season 5 Episode 10, in which Alex is bound and tortured by Piscatella. She has said the experience was even more rewarding because of it. Not all the crime drama takes place on screen, as this crazy incident happened for real. In 2017, a group of hackers released 10 episodes of the show online when Netflix refused to respond to a threat from them. The hackers had stolen the footage from the post-production studio, but the early release didn't really hurt the show in the end. While you might think of the character Natalie Figueroa as a pretty terrible person with some questionable morals, the actress who plays her couldn't be more different. Alysia Reiner spends her off time volunteering with the Women's Prison Association, raising awareness about the inhumane treatment of inmates all over the United States. Orange is the New Black has some of the most recognizable opening credits out there, with the Regina Spektor song You've Got Time that plays over a montage of women's faces. Those faces are actually former prison inmates, including the real Piper Kerman, in an effort to highlight the diversity of stories that would be told. We know the reason both the real and the fictional Piper ended up behind bars is because she was caught laundering money for a powerful drug dealer. While on the show his name is Kubra Balik, in real life, she claims he is a Nigerian senator named Buruji Kashamu. He denies her accusations and blames his brother for the crimes. While the show is based off of Piper's best-selling book, it has long since diverted away from its source material to tell the other characters' stories. This doesn't stop Piper from consulting on the show, however, and Jenji Kohan makes sure to include her perspective in the storytelling in order to keep the characters as grounded in reality as possible. Laverne Cox became famous for her portrayal of Sophia, a transgender inmate in the prison, and the specific struggle of her character has brought to light many of the previously unrecognized issues that trans men and women face. Interestingly, Cox's twin brother was cast in the role of Sophia before her transition, as they didn't want Cox to simply butch it up for the scenes. One great thing about Orange is the New Black is that even if someone is a villain, they're always still a human being. V is definitely one of the most terrifying bad guys, a fact that the actress who plays her, Lorraine Toussaint, knew nothing about. She She has said that if she had known that V was a sociopath before accepting the role, she might have thought twice about it. It might seem as though a show set in a prison would make costume designing a breeze, but the heavy restrictions actually proved very challenging for the design team. They use real prison-issued uniforms for the show, but had to get creative with finding subtle ways in which the inmates could have altered their looks in order to showcase their different personalities without breaking regulations. Without saying a word, Norma became one of the most beloved characters on the show, and that is saying a lot seeing as how she's surrounded by powerful actresses. It's amazing to learn that in real life, Annie Golden, who plays Norma, is actually the lead singer of a punk band called The Shirts, who played at the iconic CBGB in the late 1970s. In a show that contains its fair share of violence and rivalry, you'd think that would be the most dangerous part of filming. But in reality, Taylor Schilling injured herself during a more intimate moment. When taking off her shirt, the actress cut herself across the face with the tag on her top, causing set to shut down for an hour while they cleaned her up. One of the most unexpected facts about Orange is the New Black is that it's filmed right next door to Sesame Street. You'd never guess when comparing the two shows that they exist in the same world, but apparently Danielle Brooks, who plays Tasty, has even tried to sneak in and meet the puppets a couple of times, to no avail. The cast and creators of the show go to great lengths to make sure everything about life at Litchfield is as authentic as can be, even down to the underwear. Every actor on the show wears the real-deal prison-issued undergarments, which Taryn Manning has said really helps to get into character. We just wonder if all the crew have to wear them too.
Please let me back in the prison.
Well, there they are. 20 juicy behind-the-scenes secrets from Orange is the New Black. What did you think about this list? Are you a fan of the show? Or do you think they should hang up their jumpsuits? Did we miss any awesome behind-the-scenes that you know about? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to keep up with all of our newest content.